Welcome to this Saturday's travel and history tip. And I have mentioned the Madonna of the Trails in several of my Saturday travel and history tips. I'm finally going to do a Saturday travel and history tip on the Madonnas of the Trail. The largest voluntary migration in world history departed Independence and Westport and traveled west on the heroic pioneer trails. That's Independence in Westport, Missouri. The hardships of the trail claimed the lives of 10% of those who set off on the action-packed journey of endurance. 12 identical statues honoring pioneer women, known as the Madonna of the Trail, are strategically placed in 12 states along the national trails. Organized in 1912, the National Old Trails Road Association was headed by Judge Harry S. Truman. This association guaranteed the expense of the erection for the identical 18-foot pink stone monuments, and this is an entry in Missouri in the Eastern edition of Off and On the Beaten Path. In Missouri, I have a lot of information about Harry S. Truman, who was the 34th Vice President and the 33rd U.S. President of the United States. Back to the Madonnas. The Madonnas of a Trail are a recurring piece of public statuary that stand in 12 locations from Maryland to California, tracing a history travel route from the covered wagon days. The statue is the Madonna of the Trail, an 18-foot tall tribute to the pioneer mothers who traveled west with their crazy husbands. The Madonna of the Trail is a pinkish, stony-faced pioneer mom in long dress and bonnet, strutting westward with a rifle on one arm and an infant on the other. Another little cruncher grasping mom's skirt. The Madonnas of the Trail were a project of the National Society of Daughters of the American Revolution, dedicated in 1928 to 1929. They are strung along the National Old Trails Road, now mostly Route 40. Artist August Lambach created the mold. The poured elongated stone sculptures, a mixture of crushed marble, Missouri granite stone, cement, and lead ore, are identical. The historical information on the base of each varies from locale to locale. Nearly all of the 10-foot tall, 5-ton pioneer mothers face west. To properly honor the pioneer spirit, one should retrace the entire trail and photograph all 12 cookie-cutter statues. The first monument was dedicated on July 4th, 1928, in Springfield, Ohio. Within 9 months, all 12 Madonnas were in place and dedicated. Their locations from east to west is as follows: Bethesda, Maryland, erected April 19, 1929. Bellsville, Pennsylvania, erected December 8, 1928. Wheeling, West Virginia, erected July 7, 1928. Springfield, Ohio, erected September 29, 1928. And Richmond, Indiana, erected October 28, 1928. The one in Vandalia, Illinois, was erected on October 26, 1928. Lexington, Missouri's Madonna was erected on September 17, 1928. Council Grove, Kansas's Madonna was erected on September 7, 1928. Lamar, Colorado's was erected on September 24, 1928. The one in Albuquerque, New Mexico was erected on September 27, 1928. The one in Springerville, Arizona was erected on September 29, 1928. And finally, the one in Upland, California was erected on February 1, 1929. We have been to many of the Madonnas of the Trail, but not all 12, and I really look forward to that. We have been to the one in California, and it is rather unique because it faces south. On the base of the one in Upland, California, there are several interesting statements. One side reads, "This trail, trod by the Padres in Spanish days, became under Mexican rule. The road connecting San Bernardino and Los Angeles, later the American Post Road. Over this trail, November 1826, Jedediah Smith, seeking a river flowing westward, led a band of 16 trappers, the first Americans to enter California overland." We have also been to the one in Vandalia, Illinois. Vandalia was the state's second capital and home to the 4th State House, an 1836 federal-style building, and is where one of the 12 Madonna of the Trail statues is located. We have actually seen the Madonna of the Trails in Lamar, Colorado and Richmond, Indiana. And unfortunately, we were unable to stop as we were traveling to take a photograph of the one in Lamar, Colorado, and hope to one day go back and be able to snap a shot of her. And then for the one in Richmond, Indiana, although we spent a lot of time there, I never really thought about it, and I know that we took a picture, but in trying to find it for this Saturday travel and history tip, I was unable to locate it. And here is the Madonna of the Trail, located near Old Albuquerque. It is located on the El Camino Real original route. It was a gorgeous summer day in 2020 when we went to Springerville, Arizona, and saw their Madonna of the Trail. Here's a little trivia about the Madonnas. A 20-inch by 24-inch color photograph of the Madonna of the Trail hangs in a place of honor in the captain's quarters of the U.S. Navy's aircraft carrier USS Harry S. Truman. What an honor, because it was because of this man that the Madonnas even exist. Due to the position on the site, Maryland's Madonna on Wisconsin Avenue in Bethesda has long been the only one facing east. In December 2004, it was necessary to remove the Madonna temporarily to repair a foundation problem. An alert reporter for the Washington Post noted that it was placed on the flatbed truck. The Madonna faced west, believed to be the first time all 12 have done so. The report, however, is incorrect. The statue in Upland, California faces south, not west, as I earlier mentioned, but the other 10 do face west. The Madonna monument in Upland, California stands on historic Euclid Avenue and faces south. A long-standing joke about Maryland's Madonna was that she was placed facing east because no sensible American woman would think it a good idea to turn her back on Washington, D.C. Well, I'll just leave that one open for debate, and a great place to end. I have seen 6 of them, and I look forward to knocking out the other 6. American history. Learn it. Love it. Appreciate it. Don't let them steal our history. Appreciate our American history. Thank you.